welcome to today's video. So in today's video, what we're going to be talking about is body weight training, okay? How you can get the most out of body weight training at home. Now, I put up a poll recently on my Instagram stories, and one of the things a lot more people wanted more content on was body weight only exercises or like beginner exercises. When you're thinking about working out from home, most people probably think of like HIIT training and all that kind of stuff, but if your goal is to get fitter, get stronger, build muscle, then it's focusing more on the quality of how you do things rather than necessarily the quantity. Okay, so the quality of the repetitions, the quality of the technique of the exercises are the most important things. Now, there's various different ways how you can make home training with just body weight that little bit harder and also more effective, time efficient, but getting the absolute most out of using your own body weight as a tool of trying to build muscle. Now, one of the first things that you could think about doing is you want to get that muscle firing, contracting, and focusing on what it is you want to focus on. And you can... What, darling?
On TV.
Yeah, we're on TV. Wow. And you can start doing that first of all by focusing on static holds.
Dad.
It's actually hurting to hold in that position.
Dad.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh. Oh, sorry. Static holds.
Stop there, yeah.
Now, the good thing about static holds is, look, you're taking that muscle. Just trying to talk on the camera too. Is you're taking that muscle through an extended time under tension, and you're focusing really on holding in a contracted position and squeezing that muscle and just staying in that position for as long as you can, like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 seconds, to just drive a lot of blood in there and put it under extended time under tension. Now, one way you could do that is with a ski sit. So literally finding a wall to sit up against, 90 degrees with the legs. So this is obviously focusing mostly on your legs, your core, your quads, and just hold it there and squeeze and contract those muscles. It's a killer. Now, you have to excuse the mess. We're having a bit of work done at home, so kind of like a lot of stuff has been shifted into the front room. You might also hear some drilling in the background of this video. Now, another great way to do that whilst doing it with leg exercises is a squat, coming down into a squat position and just holding there in that static hold. But what I'm doing here is I'm driving my feet down into the ground at the same time and contracting my quads through that whole movement. And this is an absolute killer. But imagine you're trying to push the floor away from you without actually coming up. Again, holding for like 20, 30 seconds. Then we could do the same thing with like single leg exercises, Romanian split squats. Come down, hold there, push that leg down towards the ground, get that quad, hamstring and glutes firing. 10, 20, 30 seconds, maximum amount of time you can hold it. By the end of it, your legs are going to be shaking. Now, another thing to do is focus on slow eccentrics. Okay, so slowing the movement down and counting for a certain amount of seconds on the way down. So like this, for example, with push-ups, we're going to do 10 seconds on the way down. It slows the movement down and makes it even more difficult because again, you're increasing that time under tension and using your own body weight as the tool. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now, you're increasing the length of a set. So you might do 10 repetitions of push-ups, but actually it's taking you 4 times as long. So the muscle is having to work 4 times as hard. Now you can do that same thing with something like squats. So getting yourself set up, counting for 10 seconds on the way down. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can pause at the bottom for 2 seconds. 1, 2, back up. And then repeat for another 10 seconds. Simple things like that are just going to make it so much more challenging with your own body weight. Then the last thing we could look at is keeping the range of motion shorter. So you're keeping constant tension throughout the muscle you're trying to work. And we could do that with pretty much every muscle group with your own body weight. So we could do that with something like Romanian split squats. 1 foot on top of your chair, sofa, whatever it might be. Come down and only come 3/4 of the way back up. So you're keeping that constant tension and you're kind of pulsing through the movement. Now for this, you'd probably do like higher repetitions, 15, 20, 30 repetitions on each side, and just pulsing, keeping that tension throughout the muscles you want to work the whole time. Now you can do that again with something like a press up, just not coming all the way up. So keeping that constant tension throughout your chest. So coming into that press up position. And not coming all the way, arms extended, so you're not fully locking out. So you're keeping that constant tension throughout the chest through the whole of the movement. Again, maximum amount of repetitions, 20, 30, whatever your maximum might be, but just higher repetitions than maybe you'd normally aim to do, and just really feel that muscle contract and get that burn through that shorter range of motion. So there you have it, 3 ways that you can make home training more difficult with just your body weight. Focus on static holds, focus on eccentrics, slowing down the movement, and focus on partial repetitions and increasing the amount of repetitions that you're doing. So guys, if you liked the video, slightly shorter one maybe than usual today, but just hopefully plenty of informative content in there for you, because this is what the people have asked for. People asked and I provided. So, if you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, because, you know, we're all friends around here, and one of the best ways to show me that you care is by subscribing to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.